Yo, welcome back to the channel. Jackson with Loveless Vintage here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys some of my Depop sales. As a Depop top seller, I've been a verified Depop seller for the past 5 years. I've been full-time selling on Depop, and I like to show you guys some of the items that have been selling well for me recently. So in this video I'm also going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks that you guys can use to sell more on Depop, some observations that I've had the past month or so. I know you guys like these what sold Depop videos, and I don't do them a ton, so make sure to drop a like on the video if you guys want me to keep making these Depop what sold videos. Just let me know with a comment or drop a like. Make sure to subscribe. I do tons of Depop thrifting and vintage content, so let's get into some of my sales that I've had. I actually had this sale today, $150 for this Burberry trench. I've had this posted for so long, and what I actually did was I reposted it and I boosted it, and I'll get more into boosted listings towards the end of the video, but a lot of these items that I've sold have been boosted and it's been helping out with my sales a lot. I'll get into it more why I've been boosting all my items at the end of the video, but this trench I think I had listed for over a year and it sat, and I ended up reposting it, boosting it, and it sold for the full price, $150, which I was really hyped with. I think I originally had it listed for maybe $200 and was expecting offers, but I got a full price sale, $150. Maybe could have got a little bit more. I was happy with the sale. I got this out of a bale. Actually, it's a video on my channel. We bought a 500-pound bale of clothing, and there was this trench and 2 other Burberry jackets in it, so basically paid for the whole thing. It got 15 likes even after reposting and boosting it, got a decent amount of engagements. This was my description, the hashtags I use, Burberry London, trench coat. Hashtags really do help when you guys are listing items, so make sure to use relevant hashtags to your listing. Make sure to have a full item description, make sure to note all the flaws, have good pictures, all of that stuff. So on to the next sale. I actually just sold this yesterday too. I've been noticing that a lot of my school themed, college themed things have been selling, so if you guys have that stuff, make sure to list it now. Actually, the girl that bought this from me was going to a game on Saturday, so she wanted the piece for that. So any college related stuff I would be listing right now, you guys. This is a vintage Russell Athletic. It's actually really unique because the Washington Huskies colors are purple and gold. I did sell it full price. It was $35 and $5 shipping. I have $5 flat shipping on all of my items. I don't use Depop shipping. If you guys want me to go in more detail on that, I can do a different video on it, but I don't use Depop shipping. I use all my own shipping. So this one sold for full price, Washington Huskies. This is an old listing. I don't use vintage or 90s as hashtags anymore. I normally get more specific with it. It yields better results, but we did sell this one for 40 shipped. This is an example of something I would have never picked up like a year ago. This is a screen printed tag, Fox Racing t-shirt, size XL. I think I either got this out of a mystery bag or I got this at the bins, and this had 34 likes, a lot of engagement. I sold it full price, $15 with $5 shipping. Fox Racing Y2K Vintage 2000s motocross. Kids are really into this right now. This is again a tee I would have not even picked up like a year ago, but this Y2K stuff has been selling, as you guys will see throughout the video. We have some more surprising sales of Y2K themed stuff like this. We have another sports item, even though the Mariners aren't doing that good this year, or I think they're out of the playoffs or whatever. I'm not a sports person at all. I did relist and boost this, and it only had 2 likes, but I relisted, boosted this, and it sold within a day or two. Full price sale, $60, $5 shipping. I think I had this listed before for 70 or 75. I was kind of taxing on it, so I relisted it at a lower price, boosted it immediately, and it did sell for 65 shipped. We got this Dolly, the Persistence of Memory. This is an art tee. Really like this one, vintage art tee. This one sold for 80. I took an offer of $80. It's a smaller size. It's a large, but it fits smaller, and it has some marks on it, as you guys see. If this was a size XL perfect condition tee, I think it'd be $150+ tee. Listed 5 days ago. I only had it posted for 5 days, so I was stoked to get an offer on that one and sell it. Next, we have this Denver Broncos. This is another item that I relisted and boosted immediately, and it got 14 likes. It was listed for 10 days, decent amount of likes. I think I originally had this listed for 75, which was again kind of taxing. It's a pretty rare graphic though, big print graphic. It's on a Salem Sportswear tag. I think I sold this for 70 shipped. Another example of one that I had listed for a long time. I think I had this listed for 8 months, and then I decided to repost it, boost it immediately. It was listed for 9 days. It sold for $25 shipped, and yeah, this Y2K kind of biker style, super in right now. So I think I sold this one full price, Y2K vintage. I used Jesse Pinkman as a hashtag. Yes, a Jesse Pinkman hashtag. Actually, let's show you guys Jesse Pinkman as a hashtag. Almost 10,000 results. So be using those hashtags. Look at all the relevant listings that pulled up when I used the Jesse Pinkman hashtag. We have an anime tee sale. I was stoked to sell this one. Noir. Haven't seen this anime. I got an offer for I think $90. I sold it pretty quick. Yeah, within 3 days. It sold to an international buyer. I think that this is around $100-ish tee. The American Americanized version of anime tees do sell really well over in Japan because they didn't get these promos. These are actually like American promos, you know, printed on Gildan. Mostly Japan had like free size promo tees, so they don't get the same promos that we did in the States, and a lot of times our promos are better. So I've been seeing a lot of my anime tees sell to Japan. This one is for the season. This is just kind of a reminder to you guys to be listing within the season. This one was actually listed a month ago and it finally just sold. I took an offer for $20 plus $5 shipping, but this is an 80 single stitch Transylvania University with the little bat. This is a really cute one. It is Halloween time right now, so be listing your Halloween stuff, your Christmas stuff, your holiday stuff. List it right now. This is your reminder. And the hashtags I use on this one, you know, vintage Halloween, Transylvania, 80s tee. I've been using 80s tee a lot recently. Another reminder that fishing tees do sell, you guys. Look at how many likes this had. Over 100 likes. A bad day at fishing is still better than a good day at work. This one had some stains and marks and everything. I think it did sell full price, maybe took a couple bucks off. Around like a $25 ship shirt, single stitched one, 90s one. Vintage fish, vintage fishing, fish, dad tee. These tees do sell on Depop. They sell consistently, and fishing tees for some reason have been selling like super well for me. Couple more sales. We got the grilled cheese. Just kind of want to show this tee off. It's super sick. Has paint marks. I don't condone this activity as a vegan, but I thought this shirt was just so funny. It sold pretty quick. It sold in under a month. It sold for full price too. It was $30 shipped, and look at 94 likes as well. 94 likes. That's a lot of likes. Cow, vintage cow, joke, humor, comedy. Those are the hashtags I used. Another Jesse Pinkman style. Did I use Jesse Pinkman? I did use hashtag Jesse Pinkman. What's crazy about this shirt is I had someone DM me and say that they sold the same one for like $50 and they tried to get me to raise the price. With this Y2K vintage style stuff, it is not hard to find. I find this in the thrift like almost every day. This is not a vintage tee. It's just like Y2K vintage style. I'd rather just sell it. It sold full price, 22 bucks with $5 shipping, $27 shipped. I'd rather sell it for $27 shipped than wait for some kid to spend $50 on this shirt when there's like 20 of them listed on Depop. So the style is super popular, but I am seeing some people having problems selling like the Y2K style stuff because they price it up a lot. Just because something's popular and in demand doesn't mean people are going to pay top dollar for it. It just means that more and more people are going to be willing to buy it or be willing to source it, and then you're going to have more and more competition. I feel like the same thing happened with Carhartt double knees. You know, in the beginning of Carhartt double knees, like a bunch of people were just buying them, paying top dollar. I was able to sell them for like $70, $80 a pair, and now everybody and their mother has Carhartt double knee pants. So I'm selling them now for like 50 bucks and they sit forever. So Y2K vintage is probably going to be in the same realm where tees like this, sometimes you can get like 50 bucks for them, but I'd rather just sell them quick. That's just my honest opinion. Hashtag 2Hollis too. Shout out 2Hollis. Love 2Hollis. And Travis Scott Astro World Tour merch is still selling, you guys. I think I took an offer on this one for like 45 bucks, sold it for like around $50 shipped, but it is still selling. I even sold like a size small Astro World shirt that I thrifted for like, I think 30 shipped, like somewhere around there. So this Travis Scott stuff is still selling. It still has good like sell-through rate. This one was listed for like a month. I boosted it. It had a lot of likes though. So this one did sell. I was stoked to get that one sold. And the last listing of our sold listings before I go into some tips and tricks for you guys is this vintage cat tee, this bug me at your own risk. Vintage cat tees sell really, really well. It was listed for around a month. I think this one did sell for like 20 bucks, so 25 shipped. Here's the hashtags I use: vintage cat, cat shirt, bug me, funny, comedy. Bug me is probably not a good hashtag, but vintage cat stuff is always selling. It's super cute, super trendy, always selling. So some tips that I have for you guys is I did want to talk a little bit about the no seller fees update. I made a video about no seller fees and how I thought it would kind of ruin Depop, and it's honestly been great for me. I feel like it's been great for a lot of other people. And before I get too far into the tips and tricks, I also wanted to just shout out the Twitch streams. I actually just got done doing a Depop shop look over and review stream. I do those live on my Twitch. I look over Depop shop, so your Depop shop, like you watching this, if you want a personal look over of your Depop shop where I can give you tips and tricks based on your Depop page, I do that live over on my Twitch. Make sure to go follow the Twitch. That's just a quick plug. But back to the no seller fees, man, it has been amazing. I love not having the seller fee anymore. It motivates me to list more, to list my items for like a little bit bit lower too, which I think has been helping me sell through more items. I thought it would be devastating because on Depop, as you guys know, we do have like a pretty cheap buyer base, like younger buyer base. So those seller fees do kind of hit. Being a buyer on Depop as well, I did buy something recently and I was like, dang, those buyer fees do kind of hit. But honestly, being able to price my items like less and then boost them, which is something I wanted to talk about too, not having that seller fee anymore has encouraged me to boost every single one of my items. The boosting fee is a lower fee and it just makes sure that your items are seen by a wider audience of people. I have been boosting every single one of my listings. As you guys can see with this little boosting icon, I will boost them immediately after they post. And I really think it's been helping you guys. I've been getting more traction, more likes, more views on my items. It depends on items. It doesn't happen for all of them. That's what I've been doing. Shout out to Jeff. I know he watches the videos. He's in all the streams. Shout out to Jeff. He actually was the one that motivated me to boost my items immediately after posting. I've seen crazy engagement growth with doing that and definitely more sales than when I was not boosting any of my listings. I just think it's worth it. Like, you don't have the seller fee anymore. Why not take a smaller fee for your item to be shown more within the search functionality? Like, why not just take that fee? I've been boosting all my items. That is a tip for you guys. A couple other quick tips is send offers on paydays and also list more on paydays. So Fridays, Saturdays, I've been listing more. That also came from one of my Twitch streams. I had someone in my Twitch stream that got a Depop shop review that actually had, I think, more items sold than I did. I was kind of asking him for his tips and he said that he lists more on Fridays and Saturdays because most people are typically getting paid Friday and then, you know, they have Saturday to also be like browsing Depop or whatever. So I've been listing more on the weekends. I've typically been listing like 8-ish items during the week, and then during Friday, Saturdays, I've been bumping it up to around double that, so like 15 to 20. So list more on paydays, especially send offers more on paydays. I've been sending offers on Fridays and Saturdays. I think that's been helping, at least just with engagement of my items. If you send offers though, you definitely will get counter offers, which then can be beneficial for you. I haven't seen much follow through on that though. We need binding offers, Depop. We need them now. My final tip is, I've seen this a lot when I've been listing recently, is Depop kind of gives you like a suggested pricing, almost like eBay does. And I think it's kind of like the same way eBay does it, is they give you suggested pricing from like the cheapest listings that have sold. Like, you'll be going to list a Carhartt jacket and they will suggest to you like this Carhartt jacket listing that sold for like $2. Never listen to that. Like, I'll try to put up a screenshot if I can remember, but I've been getting these like suggested pricings for my items that are just like complete lowballs. And I think it's ultimately just because Depop wants to be like selling as many items as possible. That's just Depop being like scammy and weird. And I've seen that more recently when I'm trying to list. So that's just another tip too. Do your research on your items, know your worth of your items. And yeah, hopefully you guys like these types of videos. If you do, again, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment below. I already have an idea for like a follow-up video in this style where I could talk about features that Depop has been implementing and testing out recently that could really affect your sales. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to do another video in this style talking about future Depop updates, some crazy stuff that could be coming to Depop, stuff that I want to see come to Depop. So make sure to let me know down below in the comments, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. This was Jackson with Loveless Vintage. Peace out.